Welcome back to virtual reality. My name is Thomas and you are watching VoodooDE VR. This channel is about virtual and augmented reality. Today we will have the next episode of the virtual reality weekly news. This week with the following topics. Lynx XR1, then the GTA5 VR Mod update, SteamVR Statistics, Canon MD 20 AR, Quest Handtracking auto update, Sony Manchester Studio, Ven VR Adventure, Half-Life of Posing Force for the Oculus Quest, SteamVR 2.0, influence of the coronavirus on virtual reality, Ghost Giant for the Oculus Quest, and of course the newest release and sales this week, as well as a little bit of my private situation again. And as always, I would like to thank my official sponsors VoodooDE VR, Opperman Events, Andy De Velser, VR Ambassador, and Alpha Blend Interactive. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, but before we start the weekly news, I want again, like last week, thank you so much for your support, for the words you found for me, because yeah, you know about my relationship that ended after 10 years, and this is a lot of trouble for me. I have to get rid of this apartment where we just moved in. I have to get rid of that again, but now I was so lucky. I have a new apartment that's directly next to my studio. This is so great, and I can promise you that this will have a very good impact on my future work of this channel. This is so great. But also thank you for your stories that you told me about your relationships, how they ended, and yeah, just to support me. And of course, also I would like to thank my Patreon supporters and my YouTube membership supporters. We nearly have achieved this goal. I need like $1,500 per month so that I can afford my private apartment and the studio. This is my dream, and I really want to continue that. And I need your support, and thank you so much that so many people supported me and sent me so good messages and stuff. Thank you so much. You are the best community ever. And perhaps you noticed that I'm not a machine. I mean, these are not good days for me at the moment, and I totally love that you support me, and it's great. And I will be back very soon with much motivation. But for now, of course, I have to manage everything, to get in my new apartment and paint walls and all this stuff. This is a lot of work, and I think it will take until end of February. Until then, there will be the weekly news, but perhaps not so many videos. Perhaps there are 1 or 2 weeks no videos. I'm not sure how I can handle that, but I will try, but I cannot promise. After that, I will be full in. I will be all in again, and this is gonna be a great time then. So guys, now let's really start with the weekly news. Okay, last week I talked about the Lynx headset, and now everything is revealed. So it's a standalone mixed reality headset, and it will be released this summer 2020 for $1,500. And this is okay. When you check out the technical data, you will see we have 6 cameras, 2 for positional tracking, 2 for augmented reality, and 2 for eye tracking. So we have eye tracking. This is very, very interesting. This is a little bit expensive stuff, and yeah. Then we have very awesome lenses here, and they make it possible that the displays are closer to the lenses, so the all design is not so big. Very good. So it's lighter and smaller. Also, we have an LC display for each eye with a resolution of 1600 by 1600 at 90 Hertz and only 90 degrees field of view. For me, I'm a big fan of bigger field of view, but however, it's fine. It's for business cases, of course. And then we have some other technical data here, like hand tracking, eye tracking, 6 GB RAM, 128 storage, Bluetooth, USB Type-C, and it will have a battery life of 2 hours. I think this is great. It's awesome, and I really want to try it. As you remember from the past, there was the Lenovo Mirage Solo that was also a standalone headset with augmented reality pass-through, but that was not successful because it has the Daydream platform, which is dead, I would say. But this one is cool. What do you think you can do with that? Will you try it? Will you perhaps buy it? I'm very interested. Some time ago I showed you the GTA5 VR mod, but now there is a much better version available. It's called Real PC Mod, and you can play the whole game in virtual reality. That means also the parachute scenes, the cut scenes, the drivings, everything. You have field of view fixes and all fixes for every situation in the game, entering, exiting vehicles, all the stuff. And the good thing is that you have improved cameras and you can install it very, very easy with just a batch file. You double click a batch file and everything is fine. And if you want to try it, here on VR Scout there is a link to GitHub, and there you can download and install it for yourself. Of course you need GTA 5 for it to work, but this is really good. You should try it. Time for some statistics. I will make it short. So in January we jumped from 1.09% of all Steam users to 1.31%. This sounds not much, but if you consider virtual reality is a new technology, it's, yeah, you need a PC, you need stuff, and you need, yeah, it's just not for $100. It's something new. It's a high-tech gadget, I would say. And for this, I think 1.31% is good. It's getting higher. And look at this. In January, it made a huge jump here in the statistics. And of course, this is because of Half-Life Alyx. And what I find very interesting, look at this here. We see the users on Steam, 55% of the virtual reality users have Oculus headsets. So a lot of people didn't buy the Valve Index for Half-Life Alyx, but the Oculus Rift S. And yes, this is a good virtual reality headset that's not too expensive, but we also have 7.22% Valve Index. And you know it's sold out until in 2 months or 1 month. And I think when Half-Life Alyx is released, and we also will have a huge jump in the sales when the Valve Index is available again. I think this is a good start for the year. And there's the next augmented reality headset. This one is from Canon, and it's called MReal Display MD20, and it's a tethered headset. So it's connected via cable to your PC. And to be honest, it won't be interesting for most of us, as it will be on Japanese market only, I think, yeah. And the problem is the MD10, so the device before this one, was very expensive, $82,000. Holy shit. And the next one, the price is not announced, but it could be similar, I guess. And this is too expensive, of course. It's only for big companies that know what they do. It has 2560 by 1600 resolution per eye, and a very big field of view for augmented reality headsets, and improved CMOS sensor. It has better tracking and less distortion and so on. But yeah, perhaps I will try it somewhere, but it's not very interesting for us. But I, of course, want to show you that. So the next Oculus Quest updates improved the hand tracking functionality. So that means there is one thing that's very interesting. So it's automated now. So if you use the Oculus Quest without your controllers, the hand tracking is automatically activated. Also, when you perhaps played a round of Beat Saber and you put the controllers on your desk, and then the hand tracking is automatically activated. That is a really good improvement, I would say. Did you already try it? What do you think about it? some bad news, I would say. So Sony closed the Manchester studio that we know made a AAA virtual reality game, but didn't release it yet. The studio was opened in 2015 and now it's closed again. And people say it could be the case that Sony wants to have all the virtual reality development in one place. If you looked in the future, the PlayStation VR 2, PlayStation 5 and stuff, and perhaps they want to have it on one place and that the work is more efficient or stuff. But of course it's always bad to close these studios. I mean, there are a lot of people behind that and they perhaps have to look for new jobs or what. Yeah, we will see what Sony is doing there with the AAA exclusive PlayStation VR games. So if you liked games like Astrobot Rescue Mission or Lucky's Tale or what do we have, Moss, then you should take a look at Ven VR Adventure. This is gonna be a jump and run as well. Look at these cool screenshots. I really like this kind of games. And it will be released in Q2 2020 and will be available on all PC platforms and the PlayStation VR. I'm not sure about the Quest version, but you could play it via the Oculus link, of course. And if you want to wish list it on Steam, here's a link on the Road to VR article here. You can go here. And for me, it's great. I love these kind of games and I will try it for you, of course. So if you know, I made a video about the Half-Life mod called Lambda 1 from Dr. Beef. And now it has an update and it will be available to play Half-Life Opposing Force now. Blue Shift is already available, but now you can also play, Opposing Force. If you want to check it out, go on my channel and search for it there, or just go on the Upload VR article and here you find the changelog and a guide. It's a good preparation for Half-Life Alyx, right? There's a new beta update for SteamVR and it shows that the new user interface, look at this, it looks like a little bit like the Oculus Store. I pretty love the Oculus Store and it looks much better in my opinion, but of course we have to try it ourselves if we can find our games again. But if you want to download it, then you just go on the Steam window, click on Steam and Settings, then Account, Change and Beta Participation, and then you have to change it to Steam Beta Update and then you have to restart Steam. I think, and you can do that with SteamVR as well. I think it's good. And I hope it will be available before the release of Half-Life Alyx or together with the release of Half-Life Alyx. We will see. The coronavirus. If you didn't hear of that, then you perhaps live on the moon or the Mars or whatever. Of course, you have heard of that. And this will impact everything. You know, there's a lot of manufacturings in China and in all the big towns, and it will have influence on that. And many of the VR headsets will perhaps not be available in the next month. I don't know. Also the Oculus Quest and other headsets. And I really hope they can manage that they can solve this situation. I mean, it's really bad. A lot of people died, and what should I say? I hope they will fix that soon, this stuff, and that people are safe. But we have to understand that, of course, that they have to close down this factories. It's normal that people have to be saved, and we will see the impact soon. If you want to play a really good virtual reality adventure without cruelty or brutal stuff or fightings, then you can check out Ghost Giant, and this is already available, but it will be available on the Oculus Quest as well on February 20, 2020, so very soon. And if you like this kind of games that you can also let your kids play, then I can totally recommend Ghost Giant. You can buy it on the Oculus Quest soon. Let's check out the releases this week. So, of course, somebody had to do a coronavirus simulator. Of course, this is very important for all the mankind that we have a coronavirus simulator. No, it's not. But if you just want to play something like that, you can do it on Steam now. Then we have The Hunted. This is a wave survival shooter where we can go through the dark woods and a little bit spooky. The Hunted. Then Rhythm Dance VR, as the name says, we have to dance through the rhythm of these blocks that come down this slide here. And then we have Blind Spot. That looks good. It's a VR adventure with story. Look at the screenshots. Looks like some escape room puzzles, I would say, and it looks pretty dark. I think I will play that. And Star Drone VR. That looks like a pinball, a very big pinball, and it's very much action here. And to be honest, I think it looks pretty cool. Perhaps I will try it. On the Oculus Quest, there was nothing this week. On the Oculus Rift, we have Symphony of Stars. This is a star shooter. We can fly through the universe and shoot some enemies. Then we have Attic Cult. This is a short VR experience, a very spooky one, but it's for free. Controverse Expo. This is a video player for virtual reality content. And Perpetuum Mobile. This is a retro arcade racer through, it's very retro. You can see that on the graphics, but yeah, perhaps you are into that. And there was nothing new on the PlayStation VR this week. Okay guys, so let's check out the sales this week. There were not many sales, to be honest. I cannot find any special sale on Steam, but on Oculus you can have Moss for 30% off. Dance Collider is a really good rhythm game for 40% off. VR Regatta, if you want to chill out on the lake, then we have 54% off. And on PlayStation we have Star Trek Bridge Crew, including the Next Generation bundle, 56% off. Trackmania Arcade Racer, 73% off. And Dirt Rally VR for 80% off. Really, really good for racing fans. So finally, I know guys, you don't want to hear that, but we have to check this out together so that I can continue my work. I promise you guys, I promise you, if we achieve this goal here, 1,500 per month, I promise you I will never ever ask you about support again. But we have to achieve and hold this goal then. So please consider to support me. $1 per month would be enough, or even more. Then it goes faster to the 1,500. It would be so great, guys. Just consider it. It's not much, $1 per month, but it's helping me a lot to continue my dream with the new apartment. And I can promise you, if we can do that, I will have much more time for YouTube, because I don't have to travel between these two apartments. It's just in the same building. It's great, but it's of course expensive. But it's my dream. I will continue that. And I need your help for that. So yes, I would like to thank my new sponsors, especially Nursing Skills this week, because she is my new sponsor. This is really great. I will insert her picture in the upcoming videos then. Then we have Stefan, Alex, AOY, again Stefan, Patrick, Monty, Philip, Dante and Richard, and just new, Jeremy. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are so awesome. And again, I want to thank you for your nice words on my comments from the last weekly news for my bad situation. At the moment, I will be back with full motivation soon. I can promise that. But until then, there will not be every day a video. Thank you for watching and see you next time in virtual reality, guys. See ya.
VoodooDE